It's Bourbon Nights. Hello. It's Sunday evening.
It is.
It's
I've
8
been
o'clock.
wondering what you were working on all day.
Not all
now
day.
it makes sense.
Yeah.
Not all day.
Just an hour or so.
Yeah. I was like, what's he doing back? I never
What's
know
he
what he's
doing
doing.
over there? What's he doing?
I never know what he's doing.
Never know. I'll never tell you. How's it going, everybody? We're drinking some of our picks. Actually, we're drinking... Oh, I'm not going to say all of our picks, but we're drinking only our picks.
That would be a lot. We would be here for a long time.
Yeah, it would be...
I couldn't survive it.
18, I think. I counted today. I can't remember. It was
That
either
are
16 or
currently have been released.
available.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. We've got... and I have visual aids. I brought visual aids.
Oh, he brought visual aids.
Yeah. Do.
You also brought sound effects?
Yes. These are...
All right, that's enough.
These are coming soon. Now, these aren't the actual bottles. These are other bottles from it. That's why I blurred out.
And by soon, we mean we've picked them and
We've picked them.
they'll show up when they show up.
Actually, the only one's not true is the Maker's Mark. We're picking that one soon.
Shortly. August 5th.
Yeah, shortly. So we will see that soon. But all the others in the thumbnail are ones that obviously do exist. This is our second... I guess you can call it second and third, or second, since we picked them at the same time.
Sure, it's a set. Mm-hmm. Well, you didn't have to buy them as a set.
Right. But if you didn't, you would just be like, what's the S for down here? Or what's the V for? I guess we do have them backwards.
Yeah, but I wanted to drink mine and you drink yours.
I know.
It's a versus.
That's got to go versus, yeah, VS. Yeah, so our very first one was a Mash Made in Heaven. That was back in 2019. Mm-hmm. And then we picked these in 2020. And then 2021 is when it really ramped up and we had like 14 or 15
Something
picks.
like that, yeah.
And we've already picked that many this year. And
we're on track to, yes.
Yeah.
And that's without adding any more. That. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what we have in our glass. I've got Chad, Cork Pop Perkins. You have Sarah, Princess of Proof. And who else out there has these? We want to know who's drinking along with us.
Off the top of your head, what was the recipe of the Four Roses that we picked? I see Don E. in the comments asking.
Yes, it was a recipe.
It was.
It was a recipe.
I have it written down somewhere, but I don't have it in front of me. I should know that.
We drank all 10 that day, and...
I didn't commit it to memory. I did write it down, and I, have it in my records, but
yeah,
I should yeah. Yeah.
So
Unfortunately these are long gone. We sold these in 2021.
Don E is drinking it. Scott's got it here. John looks like finished his. Sean's got some.
Oh.
John had these. Tony's all about the princess faux show. Hey, we got Matt Porter in here. Hey, Chad and Sarah.
He's a couple of solid friggin' 10s. I can just imagine his voice saying it. I like it. Bare minimum 6.5 for everybody else. That's what he said. I did not say that. Yeah. I think you're all 10s in my heart.
I believe it. Wayne says Cork Pop is gone, but still have the princess.
Maybe that means he liked yours better.
So
he'd be wrong, but
no.
I'm just kidding.
It's like Mike finished his.
Well, I'm glad you guys enjoyed them, those of you who had them.
Glenn and Kathy still has some new riff left. That's good. Or no fifth. I don't know if that was a typo or if that was a pick, someone else's pick. New fifth. I don't know. New fifth? Probably a typo, but there's so many new riff picks out there.
The F is right under the R, so I'm going to go with typo.
Okay.
What a brat, this one.
Cheers, everybody. Got Chad out of the way. Sarah is still hanging around. Well, I feel about that.
Ooh. It's been a while since I've sipped on this one.
Okay, it's a new rip.
I can't remember my tasting notes, because they're 2 years old. I can't remember the tasting notes from the day that we picked it, but
I would say
today they're on there. I remember it being like zesty. I think we said like zucchini bread and some apricot or peachiness going.
Yeah.
Go ahead and read it.
On the day, we said burnt orange and kettle corn on the nose with raspberry cream, corn pops, and spiced tea on the palate,
spiced tea.
And a medium finish. Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. First super chat of the evening comes to us from Brian Brennicky. He says, "Challenge accepted. Suspect we all have all is these except the big sip. which finished a few weeks ago. Oh man, Big Sip down.
Big Sip.
We do have the Big Sip, and
I love those new
a Dame to drink for.
They are back there.
They are back there.
So we started with these, but we have lots to choose from, and yes. That was terrible. That was also terrible.
Hold it down. There you go. Thank you.
You already did it. You didn't need to do it again. Whoa, Andrew said I have 15 bottles from you guys. Wow.
Wow.
We appreciate the support.
Yeah. Now mine, I'll read you what's going on here on mine.
Yeah, what's going on with you?
Citrus zest and zucchini bread on the nose with autumn spice, light oak, and almond on the palate with a medium finish. Yeah. These are both from middle of 2016 is when they were distilled.
So yeah, they were roughly 4 years old. Man, this is some good 4-year-old stuff.
Oh yeah.
Very tasty. New Riff does a good job. We should do another New Riff.
We do need to do another one.
We'll put it on our to-do list.
I don't know if we need to do another dueling barrel or just get
one full barrel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know.
These were both half barrels.
Yeah.
James Wolverton of the Super Chat. Hello, James. Happy National Ice Cream Day. Pairing Sarah's Wilderness Trail with double chocolate chip from Grater's. Tastes great.
Double chocolate. Grater's is so good.
Well, at least he's not pairing it with mint chip.
Mint chip is also good. I don't know how bourbon would go with mint chip. Maybe a rye and mint chip could be fun. I don't know.
They're both green.
Be a lot of minty flavors.
Very minty. Thank you, James.
Thanks, James.
Appreciate that, sir.
I'll just leave it there.
Yeah, the Wilderness Trails are actually...
Yours is sold out.
Oh.
Mine's still up there, I believe.
Okay.
I checked last week at some point. If someone wouldn't mind to drop the link to Keg and Bottles barrel pick page for us, that would be lovely. Or if you have it pulled up, please do.
Let me just refresh it.
Yes, because I believe yours sold out. So we still have my variant of the Wilderness Trail pick available and our bullet pick, which we will drink here shortly. Chad, you must have had a few less bottles of mine than I did, so.
Probably so. And it's on sale.
And normally these get released to our Patreon community only. Well, first, and then depending on what the bottle yield and the demand looks like, it sometimes, as in these occasions, makes it out past. We had a lot of bottles. Why can't I talk tonight? Mm-hmm. We had a high yield on both of those barrels. Wow, what's going on? I needed more of this. So that's why they are still available. All the other ones, especially, when we look at that picture of what's coming, I think we can assume, especially when things are higher proof, like that Maker's, that Four Roses, that Russell's, those things don't stick around for as long. The Knob Creeks,
Barton 1792 full proof.
Yeah, the 1792 full proof. Probably not going to make it around that long.
No.
I think there's only 100 bottles of the 1792, so it will not end up on that page.
Mike Meyer asking, have the 3-quart blends shipped yet? Looking forward to those. We got some information on that a little while, pretty recently. Yes. As far as I had heard, that they were being shipped to Keg and Bottle. Like, they had left their destination. Yeah. Or for their destination. And they're no longer available for pre-sale on site. So I feel like they should be. I thought they already went out. So it should be. Very soon is what we're kind of thinking. Tom is asking, how many of these bottles do you have in storage? It varies. We've drank through some of ours, but we do have, I would say we have duplicates of everything that we picked as of right now. Yes. Yeah. We try to keep, a duplicate set for when we run out of one, and then sometimes we keep another extra set or whatever. Not a set, but another backup for events or occasional, donations. Donations or, whatever. You never know. So, everybody, going to, let's see, where is I feel very awkward tonight. Like, it's my first time on here. I guess so. I don't know what's going on in my brain. Well, maybe I didn't. I don't think I put it up here. But what? I thought I had the thumbnail on here that showed all the bottles, but you'll just have to remember back to to when I played it a few minutes ago. Stop that. Nat. I don't want it in my whiskey. Well, it's gonna get there if you don't leave it alone. Put my where's our challenge coin? Put that on there. It's over there. Anyways, moving on. So, whatever one you want us to try.
Yeah, let us know.
We'll do so. Here it is. Little hat there, available on Whiskey Ambitions. Hey, speaking of whiskyambitions.com.
Here we go.
Well, I just wanted to say, we got all sizes now back in stock.
Back in stock.
Of this shirt. So if you've been waiting for your size.
For some reason, this particular shirt, extra large and 2X, gone immediately. Like, extra large especially.
And then large, and then medium. And yeah, we've been out of them for a while. But we'll also say we have 2 new t-shirt designs that probably mid next week.
Oh, I'd say later this week.
Okay. Well, yeah, that'd be mid. Later this week to mid this week.
Well, it's Sunday, so this week. You said next week.
No, mid this week.
Okay, but that's not what you said. But that's fine.
Oh, okay. Yeah, mid this week. Should have 2 new t-shirt designs
at least, if not more.
Right. So if you want to wait to see, maybe you want to get a couple if you're looking to pick.
If you just want to browse,
we'll see. We'll have that.
They're asking where's Little Chad.
Little Chad.
That's what it is. I can't get into it because Little Chad's not here.
There he is. On top of my bottle. Look at that.
And Sean Dobbins says coasters will be back in stock soon. That is also true. So if you want one of those, you might want to hold off till the end of the week.
Chad on Chad.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
What the world needed.
America's ass.
I guess we should... I should never said anything. Should never have
I think I was the one who brought up originally. Not on the episode, but...
No, I did.
No, originally.
I don't remember that. Okay, well, we're just not on the same page today.
Michael, we need to get something in our glass here for this super chat. We'll go ahead and read it. Chad, I'm disappointed.
I
wanted to see a montage of all the bottles with Sarah singing "I Will Remember You" in the background.
I'll tell you what,
Sarah McLachlan.
You do not want to hear me sing. I promise.
I mean,
pinky promise you don't want to.
I would have done it.
I know you would have done it. Yeah. What won't Chad do? And if he won't do it, Lil Chad will.
Lil Chad? Yeah, he'll do it. He'll do it for sure.
Thank you. Oh, I got it. You're empty.
It's all right. So, have we... Chatception. Have we... want to see if anyone has requested.
I didn't see any requests, but Jeff A. mentioned our Wilderness Trails. Said that he loves mine. Also, it's still up on the site, so like maybe...
We could talk about it. Maybe ship some units.
Well, not to do
Synergy.
That, but it feels like if they're watching and they haven't had any, maybe it makes sense to talk about something they could actually get versus something that's already gone.
That's long gone.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I like it.
We'll move on to other ones after this. After these messages.
Hey, have you guys ever, had a little too much the night before, and then the next morning you're like, I need to hydrate? Well, luckily,
I didn't really
Liquid
mean
IV,
after these messages. Oh my god.
You say it, and I'm coming with it, Sarah. If you use coupon code itsbourbonnight at liquid-iv.com, you can get 25% off plus free shipping of all their different hydration multipliers. We love them.
I do, but I don't like this. Stay hydrated.
Just letting you know. Drink more water.
Apparently, I did nothing today while Chad got prepared for this whole episode. I'm not prepared.
I bring it.
That came out of nowhere. I was not ready. I'm not on your level tonight. I'm really not.
Do you want to drink yourself or me?
Duh.
Okay.
I'll have a sip of yours too. Let's see. Mike Meyer said we talked him into it. We talked him into the... Ooh, this is stuck.
Into...
The Liquid IV.
Oh. I mean, we've been customers of theirs for years before.
It's true. We
got a coupon code.
Yeah, we would never tell you about something that we don't like.
You know what? I think I want to have you too, so we can both be talking about the same thing.
Okay.
Not the band.
You two, the band. It's so funny. So, this is probably a pointless story to talk about, but Chad had suggested that we go back and watch Frasier because it was on Hulu. And I remember when I was growing up, my parents watched it, but I was like, what is this old people show? I'm not watching that. They seemed like a million years old to me when I was in like 6th grade.
Now, granted, she doesn't know anything about Cheers, really. I mean, you would recognize Cheers.
I understand. I know what Cheers is.
You know of Cheers.
I know of Cheers. I generally know of the premise of Cheers, but I did not watch it. It was before my time. I could go back and watch it, but I didn't.
I didn't really watch it either.
Anyway, so we're watching Frasier, and there's an episode about how, he's like a radio host, right? But he's also a psychiatrist. So, like, they start asking him to do plugs and promotions and stuff, and he's like, well, I have to like the product because, or whatever, because my integrity and ethics and stuff. And I'm like, Chad, that sounds like us. I'm literally like, I must try it first. Yeah, if I don't already like it, then I'm not going to tell people about it.
Absolutely.
And they tried to get him to do a commercial for, like, what was it, like walnuts or something? A can of roasted nuts. Mm-hmm. It was terrible.
Yeah, where he was going to be in a nut costume.
And he was going to be like, and I know nuts. Yeah. And as a psychiatrist, like, maybe not in good taste.
Spoiler alert, Dr. Joyce Brothers ended up taking.
He doesn't do it, in case you were wondering. But I mostly love that show for the dog. That dog is so well trained.
Eddie.
I appreciate that show now. So
Eddie the dog. And Eddie on Stranger Things. There's been a lot of Eddie.
A lot of Eddies lately.
A lot of Eddie in the life, right?
If you haven't seen the theory about the tie-in to Iron Maiden's Eddie with Stranger Things' Eddie.
Oh, I have not, but that makes sense. That makes sense.
If you like to go down the rabbit hole, like I do, it's fun.
TikTok?
I mean, obviously. Yeah. Who else has the time? I mean, I could have watched the YouTube video. Where we are.
Yeah, Sarah, come on. Oh, who watches YouTube?
Anyways,
I don't have the time. Hour-long live.
Ooh. Oh, I forgot how much I like this. Yeah. Why do I not drink this?
Ooh, brownie, right? Is that what we said on this one?
No, that's yours.
I don't know. I just got some brownie on this.
So, on mine originally, I think it's opened up more as, we've drank it down.
It has gotten darker, I feel like.
It's gotten darker. Like, I remember initially being like, this is lighter and a little bit more herbal and, like, spiced. I was like, if I was pairing these with a dinner, like at a dinner party, mine would be the opener to go with the appetizer course, and yours would have been the closer to go with the dessert.
Yeah.
And now I'm feeling differently. I feel like the oak has really come out in mine a lot. Woo.
For sure. This is probably our second bottle of both of these.
It's true.
I think we've gone through a set thusly.
Oh. James. I mean, I liked it before, but I really like this now. And this was only like, what was it? Let me look on the back. I don't know if you can tell, but at the time, Loki had just come out, so we did our variant profiles. 4.5 years. This tastes older than that. With that oak?
Oh, it's zoomed in. I got it.
Ignore my
crazy look.
Many chins.
You look crazy.
That's what happens when you try to look crazy.
Yeah.
116 proof. So maybe that's adding, but I really feel like as this has, as we've drank this down a little bit, it is cask strength. But at 4.5 years, I feel like it has some older, more mature notes in it.
For sure. I was going to say James Wolverton is a Sarah variant kind of guy. Mm-hmm.
We got Devin asking if I've become an oak convert. I like it just in the right balance. I like oak a lot. It's hard for me when it tastes like campfire wood or, something that's super old. And I feel like extra oaked things can come off a little bit bitter, like they spent too much time in the char and the wood. And maybe someone who likes, I don't know, like more peaty scotches and stuff likes that. But I don't want to taste like I'm just like chewing on a piece of campfire wood.
I
don't know. I like the balance of everything.
It is lighting a fire in my chest.
It's very nice.
Nice little hug. Nice little hug from Sarah. The only way I can get it.
Adriana said, Whiskey Mountain said, little too successful at looking crazy.
I know. I put that up there on screen while you were talking. And I was just going to glaze over it, but you saw it.
I have been practicing. It's called my everyday life.
Scott brings up a good point. He said he had to hide his IBN Penelope, which is the A side, for a comparison to the B side. B side is the A side in a toasted barrel for about 6, maybe even 7 months now, because we were up there in May and we tasted it, and it was about 5 months toasted.
When did we release that? March or April? It will have been resting since maybe March.
Oh, yeah, well, I guess you're right. So maybe...
I think we were... Yeah. No, maybe that's not right. Maybe it was February. And we were going to let it rest till May. I think we were going to do 3 months originally, and then now we're in July, so.
We're talking about this right here, the A side, and we'll have a B side, which has been toasted.
Ooh. This is settling in nicely.
Uh-huh.
I am now remembering what it feels like to be in front of a camera.
I'm now toasted myself.
Yes.
This gnat, I swear.
You know, when it's summertime, you can't
on
stop
the monitor.
them. You can't get it.
I can't. Push.
Well, just ignore it.
Zip. Ah!
That's what happens when you try to be cool in front of all your friends.
Hey, don't tell anybody.
You just told everyone.
Keep this between us.
It's just those summer months. There's always one gnat.
Yeah, 4 years, 3 months on both of these. I want to have a little bit of mine.
4 years, 3?
Yeah.
Mine's 4 or 5.
No.
4.5 years.
Well.
Is what it says right there.
Okay, I'm just reading off of what.
Oh, it
does. On the side. Yeah.
Oh.
Maybe we overestimated a little bit.
Oops.
4.5.
I was told 4.5 when we made the label.
Yes. Maybe when they made these labels, it was 4.3, and by the time...
But then they dumped it, yeah.
4.5. I don't know. What's 2 months among friends?
Well, technically, it's 3 months more. That would be 4.5.
Well.
But you're okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you should have picked up the Chad.
What's that? Oh, the Chad variant. I know. I don't know if I'm offended or not that yours was gone first, but I think that there were over 200 bottles of each of them.
Yeah.
So that's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And not as many people are as familiar with Wilderness Trail, which I think is a shame. I've had great experience with them so far.
Yeah.
I was talking to someone the other day who, through email, that had said that they had gotten a bottle of Wilderness Trail, loved it, got another one. Something was off about it. It wasn't right. So they wrote into them and said, hey, here's the info on this bottle. It's not right. I've taste tested it with a bunch of people. And they were looked up the batch and were like, oh, yeah, we've had some complaints or whatever on that batch. We'll replace it. And they sent them glasses and they replaced the bottle.
Oh, my God.
I know. What kind of service is that?
I wish we had a bad batch now.
No, why would... No.
I want glasses.
Oh, we have enough Glencairns. We literally sell them. But anyways.
WhiskyAmbitions.com.
You're wearing me out.
Sarah, it's our bread and butter.
Oh, jeez.
Lean into it. Did you get any, Chad? You're still working on Sarah?
Don't say it like that.
Did you get any, Chad? Who out there's had the Chad?
So clearly I'm the only one that needs to drink more tonight.
Little Chad.
Little Chad strikes again. No, I haven't yet. LOS was asking anywhere other than Keg and Bottle to get your picks. Yes, sometimes we do picks through sharedpour.com, like the Penelope. When the B-side comes out, that'll be through SharedPour. Our Nulu picks are through SharedPour. And then we will have our 4-gate pick coming out sometime soon.
Yeah.
It should be finishing toasting and being bottled and come out sometime soon. And that would be through Sealbox.
Yes.
But most of ours come out through
If you're asking, is a barrel split over any other sites? No. It'll just be one particular site per one. Look at this.
Yes, throw that up there. $16,230
for the Alzheimer's.
Nope, Alzheimer's, but close enough.
Alzheimer's. I had to think about it so hard.
There's no T in there.
Alzheimer's.
There you go. We gotta break it down.
Alzheimer's.
This is how we got through Massachusetts.
It sounds like there's a T.
This is how we got through Massachusetts.
Now I'm a pro.
We have to break it down.
I am a professional at saying Massachusetts now. Yes. Suck it.
Matt Border, please grab that clip. I'm a professional at saying Massachusetts now. Suck it.
Yeah, true. Yeah, 16,230. That is so great. Which,
if I'm not mistaken, beat last year's record by a pretty good chunk, right? I think it was
4 or 5
11. Yeah, I think it was 11-ish.
Did you take care of the doodly doot?
I did.
Okay, good.
It was a digital gift card.
I'm glad you knew what the doodly doot was.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
All right, good.
We donated a $100 gift card to Whisky Ambitions, and I digitally sent the winner their gift card. We don't have physical gift cards.
True.
Unfortunately, we're just a small business that doesn't know how to do that yet.
If you don't know what we're talking about, it's
and things.
WhiskyAmbitions.com.
Okay.
I almost tried to drink a little Chad.
Yours is very good too. It is more chocolatey. On the finish, I do get like that brownie edges is how I think I described it originally, and it also has a little bit of coffee, cocoa, coffee.
It's tasting lighter than yours now.
It's getting to be that. Mine has a little bit more, I think, of an oak presence now.
Yeah, when they're about halfway down and been sitting that way for a wee bit.
Yeah, it tastes like if you took brownies out of the oven and like poked holes in them and poured like a cup of coffee over them and let that soak and then put that in a dessert or something. No, that's very specific, but
last year they raised $11,075.
Whoa!
So Whiskey Community has raised $27,000 total for the Alzheimer's Association last 2 years.
Just gonna mumble his way through it from now on.
It's no Massachusetts.
It's no Massachusetts.
I will be an expert in saying Alzheimer's
when we get to next year.
By next year.
Yes, a round of applause for that. Woo. A triangle to that.
A triangle and maybe an air horn.
No!
Sorry.
We lose people every time you do that. They're like, bye, we get another thumbs down.
But also, someone's like, hey, there's this awesome rave happening on this channel, and then we gain 5 people.
Did you kiss Lil Chad on the head while I wasn't looking?
I don't think so. No, I thought I was going to drink him. I went to grab him like he was a Glencairn.
Ethan said, not weird at all that Chad just kissed Lil Chad on the head.
I didn't really. Oh, I did now.
Now it's weird.
I didn't before.
Now it's weird. Okay.
Now it's a little weird.
It's definitely weird. All right. In other news, we just got confirmation on our Scotland trip for May of next year. Very exciting. This week we will be able to release the dates, but it will be the first half of May, early May. 7 days in Scotland. We will be spending 2 days in Islay, which is scary, but also very fun.
3 distilleries.
Everyone says that once you visit Islay, that like being there really changes you and like your appreciation for Scotch. So I'm really excited to experience that. But yeah, I'm pumped. So we're just ironing out the final details, and we will start releasing that to Patreon later this week, and then the general public. So maybe next Sunday we'll have
the link.
I do believe there's only 18 spots though.
Yeah. We got
But it's a week international, so it's not for everyone, right?
We got 2 thumbs up for the air horn.
Boo.
We got
2
just
thumbs
joined your
down,
stream.
Tony.
I love air horns.
This guy really likes air horns.
Yeah. I'm also very cherry picking the comments. It's no Worcestershire sauce.
I can't say that one.
I can say Worcestershire.
Worcestershire. Did I do it right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty good. All right. Gonna finish up a little bit of chat here.
Aiden wants to know which distilleries. Off the top of my head, I know Brookladdock. Yes. And
Oban?
Yeah. Yes. And Lefroy is one.
Lefroy.
But there's 5 in total. So 7 days, 5 distilleries, many castles.
Should we take little
some
Chad?
Walking. Of course, you have to take little Chad and take pictures of him with all the scenery.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I cannot get a little Sarah. Because
by then, you maybe could.
We would have to go to New York again.
877 air horn now. I mean, what if I just took a bunch of pictures of you instead of...
They're not going to let that happen.
They're not going to let that happen.
Anyways. I made the mistake of not getting Little Sarah made when we were in New York, and I looked it up the other day, and they only have a physical location in New York City. Yeah. So...
I think we asked them that.
Yeah. So, I will not be up there again.
Ethan is saying Aquavite was just over in Islay and it looked magical.
We just talked to him
about that. We have talked to Roy.
We talked to Roy. We're trying to maybe make some special things happen.
Trying to make maybe a little Roy
happen
crossover in our lives while we're over there.
See what we can do.
So
he said his kids call it, what do they say? Daddy's Whiskey Island.
No Ardbeg. There'll be no Ardbeg.
Don't be sassy about it.
There'll be no Ardbeg.
It is not on the itinerary.
It's not on the itinerary.
We can only do so much.
Yeah.
That is delicious.
No cult of Ardbeg.
They want to send pictures in. They do. You have to step into a booth that takes pictures of you from like every angle.
It's like, I can't remember the number. It was something like 100, around 100
pictures,
cameras.
100 cameras
That take a picture all at once. So it's like, bullet time. It's the Matrix, right?
None of that made sense to me, but it's okay. Keep going.
Well, bullet time is
No, don't tell us. We don't want to know.
I have knowledge. Okay. And then like, since I had a hat, we had to take some without the hat. With the hat, you pay $15 extra for them to do the hat.
Yeah, we've talked about that.
But yeah, definitely worth it.
No little Sarah for me. Not yet, anyways. Next time I'm up in New York, I'll get a little Sarah.
And then I'll get,
as long as they're still open,
a size where it can actually be extending from the body, because structural integrity.
No, Lil Chad.
He'll still be Lil.
No, that's not Lil enough.
Not Lil enough.
Okay.
All right, fine.
I've seen some requests for Nulu next.
Nulu, yes.
There was another request for the Rebel, Saved by the Bourbon, I think. Also. How much time do we have? We only have 30 minutes left. That's still pretty good.
We got all the time in the internet, Sarah.
What should we do?
Should
we do Casablanca or should we do... I want to do another one.
Here's Casablanca. That was our third Nulu, if you count the first 2 as being 1 and 2, which I guess you would.
That's how I do count them. I count them as 1, 2, and 3.
We have... Whoops, gotta turn this one off. So we got the Big Sip. That's some people's favorites. But the classic...
I forget what...
is Nulu Noir.
Yeah.
The Big Chill.
The Big Chill, that's what it was. But is that the movie poster that we used? That was it, right?
No.
No, we used a different noir picture.
Yeah, we took the Big Chill and we took a different poster, which I can't remember the name of that movie, and made the Big Sip.
And obviously A Dame to Drink For is like very Sin City.
Well, it is Sin City. A Dame to Kill For.
Right.
Yeah, which is the sequel.
There you go.
Which went straight to the sequel.
But we're going to run out of noir.
So let's start making up our own noir movies.
I guess so.
Yeah. Because Nulu picks they're going to be Nulu Noirs till the end of time for us.
Yeah, I'm always going to make them Nulu Noir.
Yeah.
And I think it helps us, like, when we're choosing. Because, I mean, we've been fortunate enough to get kind of our choice of many barrels. So we're always kind of looking for something that's...
We don't always do 2 at once. I know, like, so far we've only pulled out ones that we have picked 2 at the same time. But we don't always do that.
Well, I want to do the Bullet, since it's actually still available.
Let's just do A Dame to Drink For.
No, you do one and I'll do the other one.
Well, I'm definitely doing Dame to Drink For.
Fine. Will little Chad need a passport for Scotland?
A very little one.
Oh, we'll make him a little passport.
Sound like Linda from Bob's Burgers.
Oh, your little passport, my
look at your little passport. My little passport babies. It's hard to do, Linda. I can't do Linda.
It is. She's too... Yeah. It's really tough.
Has anyone watching the new season of Solar Opposites? Because we are. We're trying not to burn through them.
It's hard.
Love that show, but we are watching it.
JG said 1 clone of Chad is already too many. I agree. No medium Chad.
It wouldn't even be
There can't be Lil Chad, medium Chad, and none of me.
Well, this is a 4-inch Chad.
Yeah, he's little.
You can have, I think, what was it? 6, then 8.
Or 10.
10, and then like
a foot tall.
Yeah, the huge one was like a foot tall or something like that, and it was very expensive.
Brian poured the Casablanca.
Oh, well.
It's probably what I would have done if I hadn't been chosen for me.
You're still Nuluing it up.
Oh, Brad is currently sipping on the Big Sip. This is one that I haven't seen Joseph Brazo in the chat, and probably for the best since he can't have the Big Sip.
Oh, his broke. Right? Yeah. Ouch. Did you like it, John? Did you like Solar Opposites?
So we're almost done with this one, and we've clearly opened a new bottle of this one recently. So we're moving a little faster, maybe on.
That was your fault.
That was my fault. Maybe had a friend over. Maybe we stayed out too long on the deck, and maybe we finished a bottle of A Dame to Drink For. I don't know what happened. It was.
Well, you didn't finish it, but you severely put a hurting on it.
We put a hurting on it.
Yeah. So. Oh, Glenn and or Kathy is sipping on A Dame to Drink For. Maybe both of them. Right.
Today, I'm feeling a Dame to drink for. But I do like the Big Sip, too.
Both good in their own ways. But I'm feeling Dame.
Yeah, today I'm feeling Dame to drink for. It's a little bit more, I don't want to say syrupy because that makes it sound sweet, but like texturally, okay. I don't know. Ugh. Alex said just finished The Bear on Hulu. If you've ever worked in a restaurant, 10 out of 10 recommend.
Or eaten at a restaurant.
Sure. But the anxiety and stress of being in a kitchen is very accurately captured in that show. I can't watch it before bed because it makes me too nervous. And then I can't sleep. And then I have serving nightmares. I haven't waited tables in 10 years. And I still have serving nightmares.
Scott's about to pour the Four-Gate. Ooh. That is a strong one.
Maybe we should close with that.
Yeah, we can close with that.
Let's close with that.
And then Sith Marketing, which I imagine is what the Empire uses for all their marketing needs. Wife and I have been solar opposites. Have you heard of the dark side? Love the Wall.
Love the Wall. It's my favorite storyline.
Yeah. Sean Dobbins with a super chat saying, still prefer a Dame to drink for on those two exceptional mouthfeels.
Yeah, I would say that
I agree with that.
The Big Sip is a little lighter.
Mm-hmm.
A little more punchier. Honey. It's got some honey notes and then maybe like a light peanut note or something like that. Okay.
Well, okay.
What do you want?
That's
sure.
That's fine. Thank you, Sean.
Mike Myers says, I still have Busboy nightmares. I better not watch that. It's an incredible show. They do a great job, but it is intense.
Yeah. It's intense. Kilko with super chat saying, this is not a bribe for secret info on your Four Roses and Maker's Picks. Okay. Noted. Not a bribe.
It's not a bribe. I'm really bad at this. I got it.
It's all about where you hold it.
Yeah. I saw that. I'm just gonna right on by. John Field says, as a former chef, it gives me anxiety, but I can't stop watching it. Again, we're talking about The Bear on Hulu.
Yes, chef.
So good.
Yes, chef.
Man, episode 7. Though you got to appreciate, you watched it, and you've never worked in a kitchen, but that episode that's just entirely one take.
Oh.
Incredible.
Incredible. I think it was episode 6 or 7.
Incredible. It was 7. I know.
Yeah. Now, if there could be one pick where we took a sample of it and we're trying to recreate the taste, I feel like it would be on a Dame to drink for. You know? Be like, let's just try to find one, basically make it the sequel, even though A Dame to Kill For was a sequel to Sin City, but try to make like a sequel of this one. Because there was only so many bottles and people are probably tired of hearing us love on this bottle.
True.
When they haven't had it. So I would, I also want to do like their double oaked or something experimental.
That's next on our
eventually
our wish list.
But I would also like to just do a sequel.
Yes, I agree. Let's see. Joe said, I'm not in the right place.
Nope.
I'm clicking on the wrong one. The Big Sip made it to the finals in their MGP bracket with a Whiskey Society.
Oh,
and then Angela, up above that, had said that Big Sip, one of my absolute favorites of the collection, almost gone. Sad to see it go.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We need to get like a sequel, right?
No, but she was saying they're both talking about the Big Sip.
Oh, one. I just assumed.
Right.
Wow.
It changes for me, though.
It does.
I think we did a good job picking two. They were different enough, right? Mm-hmm. Like, there's definitely a division between them, but they're both, I think, of the same caliber.
Right. Agreed. And I also agree with that statement. Thank you, the Bourbon Ginger. Scott is pointing out, if you'd like a chance of being on a barrel pick with us, those go out to our patrons. You can join our Patreon community if it is within your means and desires.
If you like.
And then Roger gave us a super chat here. He says, love the pulp detective film noir themes. Here's my vote for future picks in that theme.
Thanks, Roger.
Thank you, Roger.
They're the really fun labels. Like, I don't create them. in the pictures, but I don't do the labels. But it's like maybe one of my favorite labels to help come up with. Yeah. When we brainstorm for those. It's challenging, but I feel like they turn out really well.
I mean, it's also one of my favorite labels, A Dame to Drink For. It's just awesome. I just love that one.
He's like, I love the art I did.
Well, I'm not the best at Photoshop. I will admit that. I'll be the first person
a really good job
to admit that. But I like this one. And the photography that was done. I like the lighting. I just, yeah.
Yeah, wow, look at you admiring your work.
But no one who sees that is talking about the photoshopping or the lighting. They're like, ooh, look at that smoke show. Let's be honest.
Yeah, there's smoke on the edges. I don't know if you can see it. It's all around here.
That's like a Chad joke.
There's all this smoke.
But also the New Noir,
I like also...
Casablanca.
I think the contrast of the black and white with the pop of red is really
very
eye-catching.
Very Sin City.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's stylized. I think it's fun.
Stylized. Yeah.
I'm just in the background. SoCal Bun said you should sell the labels as posters. We thought about doing like
that.
They do like the however many movies. And then it's like maybe when we get to a certain number of barrel picks, we should sell a poster that's like all of our barrel picks.
Well, it could just be that year's barrel picks.
It could, but you know what I mean? Like the 100 greatest movies of all time. They do like a poster.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
now, it doesn't have to be 100, but if it could make that perfect grid,
right.
we could do a release of
absolutely
our first 50
the problem
whatever.
is they're not all the same aspect ratio, so it gets a little wonky.
It would get wonky.
A little Tetris. But speaking of that, like this year, which would have been 21, right? We sort of went movie themes, not completely. We also had some TV in there, but we went movie TV. So we decided for
visual media.
Yeah, visual media. For 22, we decided to do album covers or albums, music.
Chad, what a great transition into the bullet.
The Bullet, which is, besides your Wilderness Trail, is the only one that is currently available at Sharedport.
No, at Keg and Bottle.
At Keg and Bottle. And of course I grabbed the one that we got sent before we even had the sticker, but I'll put the sticker up on screen.
But here's another example of one that we've done this year that has the musical theme, the Pearl Dram. So this is their Peerless Rye. We did this pick in 2021 in July on the 5-year anniversary of our channel. Mm-hmm. And what was else? There was something else significant about 5. Oh, it was 5 years.
Yeah, 5 years. We picked it on our 5-year anniversary.
And it's 5 years old.
And it's spoofing Pearl Jam 10, which is
numerical.
Double 5.
Double 5, right.
But we're talking about Mr. High Rye, which is... I'm gonna find it. There it is. That's cropped a little bit. But Mr. High Rye is a play on...
Mr. Blue Sky.
Thank you. Mr. Blue Sky by
Electric
Light Orchestra.
Yeah.
And
brought back to popularity via Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah.
Yeah, so, that's IBN there, like Electric, ELO. And then if you Google that album cover, you'll see where this came from. But that's actually our barrel that we have on the Flight Fight set that I took a picture of and then did that stuff to it. But this one is available at kegandbottle.com. Currently, there was also a whole lot of these bottles, but I can't remember the age. I want to say it was around. It might say on the website.
I think it was somewhere. I think like most of theirs are around 8.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was thinking.
7 to 9 years is like, was their range? Perhaps it's 9 years.
Yep.
9 years.
9 year. So it's a 9-year bourbon. Ironically, it's the lower rye of the high rye, even though it's called Mr. High Rye.
But it's still a high rye mash bill.
Yeah, like compared to Buffalo Trace, it's like super high rye, right? Yeah. 9 year, 104 proof. It's 21% rye. Yeast strain. That's what they call their leather and banana fruit.
Mm-hmm. Although I don't really get any banana.
If it was Four Roses, it would be called something else. But it's not Four Roses, is it?
No. It's not.
It's not.
We asked. we speculate that they were both owned by the same company back in the 90s, and that's how Bulleit has been, like, allowed into...
That was confirmed.
Like, that is, like, actually what happened if you look into the history of these companies. They were both owned by Seagram's back in the 90s, so when Four Roses was doing their whole, 2 yeast strains... and
10 recipes.
10 recipes... They have they have the right to use that approach as well.
Right.
Because...
If you're ever wondering.
Because they're no longer sourcing now. They're now aging their own stuff. So I believe this was one of the last picks that's going to be, like, of the way things are now versus the way things will be soon. This was the old guard. There will be a new guard. Distillate
ages until it's old enough to go in bottles.
Correct.
You know how that goes, right?
Yeah. So this apparently is, like, being phased out. Their new stuff is being phased in.
Yeah.
But they do still get to use that approach as far as the yeast strains and the
mash bills
and everything.
Andrew just ordered another bottle.
Well, thanks, awesome. Andrew.
Yeah, get them all you can.
I think this one, it still reminds me of, like, a really good old-fashioned in a glass, but without being super sweet. It just gives me that, like...
Yeah.
A little bit of spice and a little bit of zest, that... flamed orange peel and
I would say
bitters.
it's fruit forward dessert notes like banana Fosters and apple pie with brown sugar, cinnamon stick, stone fruit, and a hint of citrus on the nose, Sarah.
Oh, is that what you would say that I said?
Now on the palate, let me just look at it while I pontificate. I would say mellow spice, orange zest, and brown sugar, reminiscent of a barrel-finished cocktail with a semi-creamy mouthfeel. And the finish, how would I describe it, you ask? Well, I'm going to tell you. It's a medium to medium-long finish with warmth from the mellow spice. That's what I would say. Just off the top of my head. Gun to my head.
Okay. That was a lot of time that you used there. That's funny.
Jenny, who was... Jenny and Michael, actually, were with us not long ago, on Friday, actually, is asking... Actually, where is your comment, Jenny? I can't find it.
It's right there. The teal one.
This one?
Yep.
Thoughts on the Peerless pick? Delicious. So
we did a Peerless rye, another one.
Another Peerless rye. I mean, come on. Between the bourbon and the rye is the best at Peerless.
Ask anybody that works there too.
So we did a second rye pick because Pearl Jam is also getting a little bit of a cult following. That Pearl Jam pick.
Yeah.
It's been.
And I mean, we picked that one in July of 2021, and it came out in, I believe, April of this year, March or April. So it takes a while. So we picked that one on Friday. Hopefully it will be out in the spring. If not by the end of the year, we might get lucky. Who knows?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Don't know. Well, I took that Pearl Jam to a bourbon night that my buddy invited me to, and someone there was like, of the things I've had tonight, that Pearl Jam is my favorite. And I was like, bam. Yeah,
I mean, people, the biggest thing that I hear as far as feedback with Peerless is that, well, it's so expensive, and it's not that old and it's so expensive. But like, one, with rye, it doesn't need to be that old. It just like develops flavor faster. And it also, I don't need it to be 130 proof because the spices from the rye are already at like in the teens.
Yeah.
It's going to come through enough to where you feel like you're drinking something that's that high or higher proof. I really think that Peerless does a great job with their rye. Like, super impressed. Love it. And they're double oaked. Shut up about it. It's so good. They were sold out when we were there, so sad.
Cheers, Chad and Sarah. What did I miss? So many of our barrel picks here.
But thanks for joining.
But thank you for coming on in. Sorry, Martin saying, hit that like button. Only 48 likes.
Whoa.
Well, there's more than that, but with over 250, I agree. Hit it. Hit it
on up.
Hit it.
Kagan says, Pearl Jam, best 100 bottle I've... What? I can't even read it. I'm so shocked.
Well, I feel like we need to drink some Pearl Jam now. Because we just...
All right. We can go into a little overtime.
Yeah. Pearl Jam.
I'm going to save the rest of this bullet for later.
this shutting down.
I don't think I ate enough dinner. And I'm back.
Please wait while we pause for station identification.
Oh, what a compliment. Best $100 bottle.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Purchased?
That's
what?
crazy.
That's
crazy
insane.
town.
I think we picked a really good one on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
The Hopgoods were there. Jenny was there, so she can attest.
Yes.
We had a few friends there.
Yeah, all good stuff. Pearl.
It was a nice way to spend a morning.
Also love this label. I did what I could to make it look like Pearl Jam 10. That is Sarah and mine arms and hands there with a dram.
We're mimicking the
iconic art. Cover for an iconic pick sticker. We'll say
we do what we can.
Yeah,
we have a good time.
I know. Some people really, really lean into picks as far as like how they populate their whiskey collection. We have a friend, Mosick, invited us over for a lovely dinner and some drinks.
Oh, he did make a good dinner.
And man's got some picks.
He does.
He's got some picks, and I know some other people do that too. We've got a decent amount, but we kind of have to buy for the show, right?
Well, I think
so. That sort of dictates our purchasing.
Sure, but I think we're obviously outliers. Like the average bourbon drinker, we're very fortunate to get media samples from some companies who will say,
some, not
hey,
all.
we want you to, not all, but we want you to try this,
yeah.
Or whatever, or, we have made a lot of friends over the course of 6 years, and so sometimes we come across bottles that, we wouldn't normally come across, and so we're reviewing things for the general public. Picks are a little difficult unless they're ours, because not everybody can get the pick that's from your local liquor store, so it's difficult for us to review picks, but it seems like the average whiskey drinker, instead of chasing these top dollar, limited release giant distillery bottles, is now kind of navigating back towards picks as being their...
Picks are the new LE.
The new LE, right? Yeah, because they are still limited, but sometimes, a group or a liquor store or whoever will get a cult following, and then their picks are like, they sell like hotcakes.
Yeah.
What? Is that like a donut? What is that expression? Sells like hotcakes.
Pancake.
A pancake?
$silver pancake.
They sell fast?
Yeah.
I guess.
They're pancakes. They're Orleans pancakes.
They sell so fast.
Angel's saying the bullet is great with food pairings. Got to back up. Get one. I'm curious to know what food you're pairing with that.
I would love to know.
We want to try.
I would love to. I wish we had a bigger home so that we could host a large dinner, because I would love to do a multi-course barrel pick pairing dinner. And perhaps that's something that we could do with like a local caterer or something, because we do have backup this is an idea. We have backup bottles of most of our picks. We could make this happen.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you have to rent the space and the tables and the chairs and then
logistics,
the caterer and all the things. But
Miss LeMay is saying you guys need some liquid IV. Is that a wink and a nod?
No, I think he's saying like, I'm tipsy, so I should drink a liquid IV.
Oh, well, you should use coupon code itsbourbonnight for 25% off plus free shipping.
Thanks, I will next time.
But she's being serious. We're definitely going to use our own coupon code.
I'm thinking like that would be a nice event to do.
John Fields is coming from North Carolina to Bourbon on the Banks.
We'll be there.
We will see you there. Absolutely. We'll be there.
I want to do a barrel pick dinner.
That's them's our barrel picks that are available to the public right now. But if you want availability to all of them, there are tiers on Patreon. Best way to get those. I do love this pick. I really do. This is also one of my favorites of all time.
This one needs some...
Pearl Jam is good.
There are many things happening. For a second, it was weird, Chad. I was like, did I just eat a red velvet cupcake?
I would know if you did.
It was a split second.
There
was a nice... it had the, like, the frosting. Like, it's like that
the
whipped
ground
cream
up
cheese.
Beatles.
No. What are you talking about?
Red velvet. That's how you make red velvet. You grind up beetles. You didn't know that?
It's just chocolate cake that's dyed red. Okay. So it has carrageenan in it or whatever?
Yeah.
It's red food coloring? So I'll just make a chocolate cake.
There you go.
So it's just chocolate cake.
Eric the Barbarian, I love that, is dropping some knowledge. Yeah, as I said, a hot cake is essentially a pancake. The phrase originated in the 1800s when simple cornmeal versions were sold at church bake sales and snapped up by the congregation before they went cold. So they're selling like hotcakes.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Boom.
And, of course, Michael brought up the sweet roll over the hotcakes since we were always debating whether or not desserts actually exist or not. No. Okay, I think this has like really good chocolate cupcake
sweet
notes
roll.
In it. But there's also a little bit of cherry. And I can't remember my notes on this from, the original thing. Ooh, it is good, though.
Mm-hmm.
Also with, like, the layered in, the oak and...
Can I ask you a administrative question, Sarah?
I suppose.
Any word on the Lexington Meetup? Were you going to draw names?
Oh, I believe I posted on the Patreon feed. We had a lot more interest than we had spots. So we had to go by tier and time of request. And I'm working my way down the list, but as of right now, 3 spots remain, I believe. We might have just gotten one confirmed over the weekend. So I will continue to, if not all are confirmed, work my way down the list. And I will post when they are sold out.
Love it. JG is back.
My brain.
Didn't know that you left, but welcome
Ouch.
back. 877, welcome back. Angela answering that question about the food pairing. Bullet with a bacon cheeseburger, jambalaya, steak on the grill. Sign me up for dinner, please.
You know what?
Me too.
I will be brainstorming on that. The tough part is finding a place to host the event that's not super expensive, that will also partner with a caterer that will let you bring in your own booze.
Mm-hmm.
It's tricky. But we will see what we can do. If not in Lexington, perhaps in Louisville.
Yeah. As would a bottle share of Bourbon on the Banks, because you buy a ticket to get from the distilleries.
We haven't booked our stuff yet, so perhaps...
a pre or post.
A pre or post bottle share. We have not booked our lodgings yet, so maybe we could do that.
Whiskey Row with a super chat here.
Saying super chat for the Pearl Jam reference, one of my favorite bands. We will be seeing them at Bourbon and Beyond.
Bourbon and Beyond will be there.
We will be there. We might be doing something extra special. We will let you know.
Pearl Jam might not be the only one on stage.
Might not be the headliner. No, I'm just kidding. They're the headliner.
They'll definitely be the headliner, but
somewhere
they
down
might
there
not
in the
be
fine
the
print,
only one on stage.
Somewhere down there in the fine print, you might see the names of someone you know, and like to watch on Sundays at 8. I don't know. We'll see.
Joey Tony back at Donuts Chocolonely. Well, here I am. Drank all 8 of these so far. Woo! Ric
There's
Flair.
been 8.
Yeah.
Lord.
The only one from the thumbnail I'm missing is Forgate.
Well, you're in luck.
Cheers, everybody. That is the highest price one that we've ever done. Worthy of the price. It is exceptional. Thank you, Scott. You are always
I gotta say,
so
shout
honest,
out to Scott
Pixley. Yes.
Man.
Wow. What a guy.
Gosh, I really gotta owe you a really good Christmas present or something.
Yeah. Wow. Awesome. On it like Donkey Kong. Does not rhyme.
Gotta write this down.
Yeah. And so the first Forgate.
Yeah, and so.
Yeah. Public speaker for my job.
Okay, go for it.
The Forgate, the first one that we did, toasted rye.
Yes.
95.5. Toasted. Not all dill in your face because it's toasted. Beautiful. The second one that we're doing is a Kentucky bourbon, also second barrel, toasted barreled. Waiting for that one. Should be coming soon.
Very excited.
Amazing.
That was delicious.
It was delicious, wasn't it?
All right. Is this our 9th thing?
Well, to be fair,
we did split.
The first one, you had
mine and you had yours, and so. Bye, Michael. Thanks for everyone for sticking around for this long.
Yeah.
We are going to do a little bit of overtime.
Just a wee drum.
Understand if you can't stay, because it is 9 o'clock, and, I hope you know where your kids
Where
are.
are your kids?
Yeah, I knew it. Do you know where your kids are?
I think it was 10 o'clock. But do you guys remember that? It was like a 10-second commercial. It's 10 o'clock.
Do you know where your kids are?
Like, are parents that bad? They're like, oh shit, we have kids.
I forgot we had kids.
Did the streetlights come on? Because if
I think that's the difference.
They know to come home.
It was a different generation of like raising kids to where my instructions were when the streetlights are on, you come home. And you know the spring and the winter that was like 7:30, but in the summer that was like 9. So it didn't really matter as long as it was still light out.
As long as you're home before the sun went down, you would not get.
You're all safe.
Abducted or
it's
whatever.
Like what you tell yourself when you're a kid. Like, as long as I'm under the covers and no one can see me, then a monster can't get me.
As long as my foot isn't dangling over the bed, then I can't get pulled under.
Right. Exactly.
You know, you got to realize, Sarah, that in some places it's 7 p.m. It's 9 here. But some people are just like,
oh, sorry.
I'm ramping up.
It's 9 o'clock here.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this. The closer.
Let's do this. All right. The closer. So many we didn't even touch back here.
There is a lot.
Wait, where are you?
It's right here.
There you are.
Yeah, we got our Woodinville back here. 2 Knob Creeks, including the
3 Knob Creeks.
Okay, true, because we have the rye also. It would be rude to talk about the mash made in heaven at this point because it is so long gone.
I mean, let's just go through it. So.
Oh, that. I don't know if you can tell. Blair Witch.
Yeah, Blair Witch. That's our Woodinville. We have Rye and Apple Express.
Pineapple Express. The top cut off, but.
Tag on it.
I'm James Franco. Formatted. He's Seth Rogen. We all get it.
We got Saved by the Bourbon. That was our Rebel pick. We have Mash Made in Heaven. That was the OG. That was the first pick we ever did in 2019. It was a Knob Creek Bourbon. Three Amigos is
labelless.
When you could legally not put. It's called bottle mutilation. You have to sign a thing.
If you ever want to have another,
you agree not to mutilate the bottle with a pick sticker. So
or else you won't get another.
The first one like that. So, but it's called Three Amigos. It was with us and John Wadsworth,
who's in the chat.
Penelope. We did the Nulus. We did Mr. High Rye. Here's the Ezra Brooks, which is Bourbon Meets World. We really went 90s on those two picks. 90s. With the Saved by the Bourbon and Bourbon Meets World. Those were awesome. What is this?
I think that's...
Oh, that's me.
We didn't... Yeah, we tasted that one.
Bourbon in the Middle.
We were watching a lot of Malcolm in the Middle.
We were watching the entire series of Malcolm in the Middle. This is an Elijah Craig 94 proof small batch pick. And when we picked it, it was, you said February? Or January?
It was January of 2021.
2021.
So we've been stuck inside for a while. We've been we just binge watched Malcolm in the Middle every episode. And so we happened to pick the bourbon in the middle of the lineup, and we didn't get to pick in the warehouse because it was too cold. So we did the whole "Life is Unfair."
Life is unfair.
And that's how we ended up with.
Yeah, they said normally we were going to pick in the warehouse, but they said it's too cold. You can't even smell the bourbon. It's so cold. So. We did it inside. So that was that one. We are currently drinking
delicious
Foregate. No sticker, but you don't want to cover up any of this niceness. But they do.
It comes with its beautiful tag.
Beautiful tag that you see right there.
We don't need. Who needs a sticker when you have this thing?
And yeah, I think we've gone.
Wow.
I think we've gone through them all. Yeah.
This. I forgot how good this is.
Yeah. Again, we have a new Rebel and Ezra coming.
Hopefully September those should be.
A 1792 full proof.
Any day now.
Which is called Drink 1792. It's a takeoff on Blake 182. We have a Makers that we're going to be picking next month. Makers private selection. We actually have two
Russells.
2 single barrels of Russells. Plus a shared
community
barrel of Whiskey Tube. We have a Four Roses single barrel. We have the new Foregate, which will actually be a Kentucky bourbon. We have a Yellowstone that's 115 proof. That should be any day now. And of course, we have that side B of the Penelope, or the B side, I'm sorry, of the Penelope. And of course, another Peerless, which I didn't put in the picture.
You did not, because we just picked it.
Another Peerless Rye will be coming. So, again, not to make this tonight a commercial, but it's just facts. Facts are facts. Patreon.
That's where
Patreon.com/itsbourbonnight is where you get access to these bottles.
And I will say the Yellowstone and the 1792 were both picked in December.
Yeah.
So it's been over 6 months now. It could be, I mean, as we saw with the Peerless, the Pearl Dram, and we picked it in July and it came out the following March. It could be, 10, 11, 12 months. We don't know. The 1792 is out there somewhere. It has shipped from a farther away distributor to their closer warehouse, and at some point it will ship to the actual retailer.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys know how the 3-tier system works. I'm sure you do.
It's not fun.
We've had barrel picks leave the distillery 2 to 3 weeks after we picked it.
Yep, already bottled.
And then it sits at the distributor. I always call it the end of Indiana Jones. And the Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yeah.
The Ark of the Covenant is sitting in this huge warehouse. That's our bottles. And when they move something, they're like, oh, here's this. I guess we can send this out now. We've heard horror stories of them getting sent to wrong stores.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
Knock on wood, that hasn't
Mistakes
happened to us ever.
But it's not going to happen to us.
Of course, we're all human. So it is completely without our control. And that's why we can't say, hey, the pick for June is, because...
We try to do on average 1 pick a month.
Yeah.
If this year we're on track to release 15, sadly they won't be on average. I mean, it won't be 1 a month because we didn't have one in May, I believe, or June. We hope to have one this month.
Oh yeah.
But then I think 2 or 3 will probably come out in a month, and then that will be happening through the rest of the year.
So it'll average out to more than 1 a month.
But to be honest, I mean, as they come out towards the end of the year, fall is perfect bourbon drinking season, and if you're looking for gifts and things, I don't know, not a bad situation.
So good question there from Brett. Not always. A lot of times, they'll dump the barrel right after you pick it, but sometimes it'll go another month just because it's in the queue. They have so many barrels to dump, so sometimes
a few weeks or a month.
It can age a little bit more.
Or like our Penelope is still aging.
Right, but that's on purpose.
That's on purpose.
What proof is the Rebel pick? Those are both 120. The Rebel and the Ezra Brooks.
This guy is 115.6, and I think that's perfect for a rye. Like 115 is so good for.
Yeah. So 95.5 rye.
8 years.
Straight rye whiskey, 8 years, finished in a newly toasted cask by Kelvin Cooper, specially made by the company to age this. Yeah.
Love a Kelvin finished barrel. Love a Kelvin. So our bourbon is also going to be Kelvin finished. Mm-hmm. I can't wait for that one.
When is little Chad going to be on Whiskey and Pigeons? He's expensive.
He would be so expensive. I don't know if you want to... No one would buy him, but that's a good question, Sean.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone would buy little Chad.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Steven. The 4-Gate was the most expensive bottle I'd purchased at the time. No regrets at all. No regrets.
Thank you, Steven.
That's awesome.
You know what? We took a step back and definitely questioned when we were offered the opportunity to pick this one. We had to take a step back and be like, is this the right price range for our audience? Because it's expensive, and we recognize that. But it's very good, and we love 4-Gate, and we had put it in our best of the year several times, and we tasted it, and we thought, okay, yes, this is what we want to do. But we weren't sure, and we actually got a lot of feedback like that. Some people saying, I wasn't sure, this is very expensive for me. Some people saying, like, I only bought one because of the price, right?
Sure.
And then what made me feel better is when people said that, I only bought one because it was so expensive, and now I regret not buying another when I had the chance.
Feel you.
Because they didn't sell out immediately because they were so expensive.
And we had a few of our, legacy patrons who contacted us, and luckily we kind of anticipated this, so we bought a few extra bottles that we ended up, selling.
Doesn't happen.
Legally.
Excuse me.
Transactions.
What are you talking about?
In theory, Sarah. In theory.
I'd like to strike that from the record. Stricken. I'd like to strike all the things you just said from the record. Anyways.
Fabian saying hi from France,
hello,
guys. Hello, Fabian.
Hello from here.
Welcome from Kentucky. Devin asking, is there any barrel proofs coming? The 4-Gate will be barrel proof.
The 1792.
Well,
foolproof. 125.
125. But the I just had it in my head.
Is the Makers not?
The Makers will be foolproof.
Yes. The Four Roses will be foolproof.
The Four Roses will be barrel proof. Yes, barrel proof.
The Peerless that we just picked will be barrel proof.
The Peerless will be barrel proof, and I feel like there's something else.
Bring the picture back up.
I don't have the picture. Remember?
Of the ones that are coming?
Oh, of coming?
You've already showed them.
Yeah, I have that.
The Yellowstone is not foolproof. It's
115. It's the highest proof of their picks.
The Penelope is barrel strength?
That's what it was. The Penelope. The Penelope will be barrel proof.
The 2 Lux Row bottles are
120.
Proof down to 120.
Very
Still
close.
high proof, but not
very
quite.
Close. Yeah.
So yeah, if you can't tell, we're proof hounds.
And a lot of you out there are too. So, there you go.
Scott Paisley says, we need to have a giveaway where you hide a picture of Lil Chad somewhere on Whiskey Ambitions for a coupon code or something.
I like that.
And I love that this comment got hidden. Stefan saying, well, it's hidden so you can't read it, but it says, watch out, Sarah's going legal on your ass. Like, strike it from the record.
Now it's public.
Yes, I don't want that on the internet. He usually gets on me. He'll be like,
Sarah.
Right when I'm in the middle of a sentence. I didn't cut you off.
Caitlin's saying the 4-Gate beats Russell's Rye, Rare Breed Rye, Angel's Envy Rye, and Peerless Small Batch Rye in a blind flight. So good, I wish I had another bottle.
I wonder if this is a good... Okay, Caitlin, I really like your idea. Do you think that could make a good Flight Fight episode? 3 of these bottles are on the shelf. 1 of these is our barrel pick.
No.
How will it do?
No.
Why?
No one would trust us. They would say...
That we already knew.
You all just picked your...
What if it doesn't come in first?
There's no way you guys would not pick your barrel pick.
But what if it doesn't come in first?
Well, then look too good on us. But it would be true and honest. And all the news fit to print.
It would be true and
journalists.
honest. I like true and honest.
I like true and honest. Yeah.
Okay, well. It was a fun idea now after several pours. I've had enough of you this evening. I will go to my room and read after this.
Have you had enough of Little Chad?
Yes.
Little Chad. Stand on the bottle, Little Chad. Mm-hmm.
Caitlin said only air it if it doesn't come in first.
Oh, we could send it to ADHD Whiskey. That's true.
True. That is true. He is a good third party.
Mm-hmm.
Third party taste.
And he has ranked our very first barrel pick, IBN barrel pick, the Knob Creek Mash Made in Heaven, as beating a lot of special bottles. Don't feel the prick.
I know.
Including the Booker's 30th anniversary and some other great ones. So we were very honored by that. Faux show.
All right, I think we should wrap it up.
Yeah.
But I have to say, well, we didn't give any tasting notes on this bottle. We literally just said,
it's just so good. I don't know.
Yeah, there you go. It's just so good.
Well, it's a rye without it being so like evergreen, forest, dill.
Licking cabinet spice.
Yes, that you still know you're drinking a rye, especially here.
Yeah.
But the second barrel, toasted barrel,
it mellows it. No sharp edges, no aggressive herbal.
Yeah, pushes it more towards the bourbon side without it tasting like a barely legal rye. You know you're still drinking it. Because, let's be honest, it's a 95.5 without it being all Christmas tree in your face.
It's not so Christmas tree. Yeah. I think that it's... I mean, I'm glad that we're revisiting it now in, like, mid-July. Because I feel like it's going to be more top of mind for, like, the first cool day in November. I'm going to be like,
give me that. Rye.
Yeah. It's, like, the right proof. Not too, like we said, not too herbal, not too spice cabinet. But enough of those things to make it cooler weather. Not that you can't drink it in summer, but if, I don't know, if I was standing outside yesterday when it was, like, 90-something degrees...
Well, it's getting ready to be a record heat wave.
And then don't tell me that. I hate...
Well...
Look at me. I'm not built for heat waves.
Yeah.
I'm a potato.
I'm a potato.
Built to be in the cool ground, buried deep.
And harvested only once a year.
I can survive a great chill.
If any of our viewers are in the UK, please bunker down. Like, they're going to have never before recorded record high temps. like where they're expecting people to like die.
Shut up, Chad.
I'm sorry.
Why are you gonna end the episode
Not
that
to be
way?
a downer, but the U.S. is also going to get
we have like
a heat wave.
We're also like addicted to air conditioning here, whereas the rest of the world is not.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. It's going to get up to like 42, but that's Celsius. I have no idea what that is Fahrenheit. But it's hot, apparently. So
be careful.
Be careful, please.
Maybe lay off the whiskey. Maybe drink some ice cold water.
Ice cold water.
Sorry to end it on a sad note. Jeez.
Well,
what's wrong with you, Debbie Downer?
Chatty
Downer. Bring back Lil Chad.
Lil Chad.
You're out. Lil Chad's in. Lil Chad, say goodbye.
1.8 degrees Celsius to Fahrenheit. Well, I still can't do the math. Liquid IV. Drink lots of liquid IV.
So 40...
42 is just 100? That still seems low.
Well, here we're used to that.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I guess England.
And hydration is key, so don't say...
At 32 degrees.
Get the liquid IV, but whatever. We all get it, Chad. We get it. You want everyone to have liquid IV. We need to go.
All right, fine.
It's time for us to leave.
Time for us to leave. Thanks, everybody. What would you like us to do next week?
And hi, Trev. Bye,
look,
Trev.
Here's Trev. I'm back in time for extra innings.
What should we do next week?
We got the Motorhead whiskey. I'm looking at it over there.
We also just got the Michter's Rye of this year, which is their only limited release.
Their only 10-year of this year.
That's right.
There will be no 10-year bourbon release.
Not until next year.
This year. So we've got the Michter's 10-year Rye. We've got that Motorhead over there. I don't think we've done the BBC rum, the plantation rum on a live yet, have we?
Not on a live.
Yeah. Did it on another round. That's for patrons.
Okay, we'll pontificate about this later.
Maybe just a grab bag of things
grab bag.
for next week's Sunday Live?
Yes.
Okay.
Sounds good.
If you have any suggestions and you're watching this on the replay, put them down in the comments.
Put it in the comments. We'll watch.
We'll watch.
Oh, a Scotch Explorer next week. Michael, that's not a bad idea because we will be talking about our trip. I'm gonna bookmark that. Chad's not gonna be happy about it, but I'm into it.
Okay. All right. All right, I gotta scroll down to find our see you next week. Thanks for watching. There it is.
This is anticlimactic.
I know. Thanks everybody. We'll see you next week. Bye.